Etsy is a great place to find that unique gift or digital product that you need for any event or occasion in your life. But did you know that as an Etsy seller, you can find lots of commercial use products on Etsy that you can use to elevate your Etsy products and to elevate your own Etsy shop? If you don't know me, my name is Sasha and I'm a top 1% seller on Etsy in the digital product space. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to find the specific products that you can use to elevate your own digital products and market your digital products as well. So let's jump right in. So here I am on the Etsy landing page. And when you're looking for digital products on Etsy to use for as graphics for marketing and things like that, you will want to type in what you're looking for, but you also want to be mindful that you are finding products that have commercial use rights in the product description. So what I'll do is I'll type in commercial use and see what auto populates. So they have SVG files, they have lots of Cricut stuff, but then I'll go further. I'm looking for commercial use fonts. And there's lots of bundles for sale. There's individual ones, but I'm looking for fonts that can be used on my digital products. And here's one, Wild Mango. This is a popular font. People love it. You can put it, they're showing people that they can put it on products such as, print on demand products, as labels on signs, on another print on demand product. This would be for a business label. It can be used for so many things. So what you're trying to be mindful of is that you can find something that has commercial use rights. So also for a font like this, it has stuff like font glyphs, which are those little swashes and curvy, pretty elements on the ends of the fonts. And so if you're wanting to find fonts with that specific feature, you'll be looking for TTF and OTF formats. It says, and these are the limitations on font purchase. So this is really good to have. So commercial use for this font is allowed. Unlimited projects, unlimited sales, no credit required. Limitations. You cannot sell or distribute the font file. So you can't resell this product as is. That would go against the licensing terms. You cannot upload the font to Cordial or template. So if you were wanting to use this font for Cordial or template, if you made, like customizable wedding products and stuff, you couldn't use this font for those purposes. You cannot use the font in editable Canva templates for sale without proper license. So they're saying that you can use it in Canva, but you would have to contact them to buy the additional licensing to allow you to use that font. You cannot sell any individual alphabet sets of this font, and you cannot digitize the font and sell it in your store as an embroidery font. You also cannot include the font file in products as a free download. So you couldn't offer it in like a font bundle or some kind of like a PLR commercial use product where you're saying you can use this font and I'll teach you how to do it. And you cannot alter the font and claim it as your own. So I would use this on a printable product or for my business logo, for my business marketing materials and stuff like that. And always, 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 if you ever are saying, well, I'm just not clear yet what the commercial use terms are of this font, I just want to know more. Never hesitate to reach out to the seller and get it in writing. I will contact Creative Fabrica. I will contact Creative Market. I will contact all of those places that sell commercial use rights to stuff. I don't just contact Creative Fabrica itself. I will contact the creator of that digital asset. So I will contact as many people at the companies I feel like I need to get it in writing to feel comfortable with how I want to use the product. But I have used this font in different products. I've used it on sales pages. There's so many things that you can do with this font, and you will be within the licensing terms of the font. So what else can we get as an Etsy seller? Well, you can get commercial use clip art. And clip art is spelled, clip art is one word and then also two words. So if you're looking, feel like you can look in that way. So there's tons of different kinds. So we see here, this is like watercolor clip art. This is doodle clip art. So the little black and white like stuff for coloring pages and stuff is a doodle type of graphic. So you could type in doodle clip art, watercolor clip art, stuff like that. So there's doodles here for school. There's this one is different people, and that could be used if you're creating customizable portraits for people, stuff like that. So let's jump into one of these and see if it has commercial use rights. because I'll type in commercial use, but I'll also go to the listing and double check that. And it'll say here, terms of use. Images can be used for brand or store logos, blog store buttons, cover pages, lesson plans. So they're kind of selling this to teachers. Posters, digital posters, backgrounds, writing papers, worksheets. Cannot be used for selling as an embroidery design, creating your own clip art using the purchased images, redistributing the images as your own, unsecured documents such as PDF and image files that enables the image to be lifted. So what does that mean? That means that if you're selling it on a printable, you need to go into your printable and you need to flatten the image. And you can do that within Canva. There is a button that you can click to flatten the image, and that merges the file all together so that people can't extrapolate the clip art. And that is actually really common term of licensing for use on like Creative Fabrica and stuff. And just so you know, I am not a lawyer and I'm not giving legal advice. And so that's why I said, if you're ever questioning the way you can use something, always reach out to the seller of what you want to buy, because they will tell you exactly how to use the product. All right. So then what else can we get off of Etsy to elevate our Etsy products and our Etsy shop? So what I'll do is I'll go, okay, I'm looking for some kind of mock-up, or I want to do a mock-up that, you know, I don't make smart mock-ups. I'll make mock-ups in Canva and stuff like that, but I don't know how to make smart mock-ups in Photoshop. So therefore I will look up let's say I wanted to sell wall art. Smart object. So you see how that started to auto-populate? Frame mockup smart object. That's what you're looking for, because a smart mockup is one in which you will use it in Photoshop. You can also use it in Photopea. I have a tutorial on how to do it in Photopea, but it makes it look more realistic. So it has these inherent shadows to it. You can put your product in there, and it makes it look like a real life piece of wall art. And for products like wall art, that's what makes these products sell, is it looking as real as possible, because then people can imagine it in their own homes. And you're taking the customer on a visual journey of how this piece of wall art will elevate their living space, their office, home decor, whatever. And this kind of mock-up is the best kind of mock-up to use for those kinds of products. And so that's why I love to get mock-ups that make the most sense for my products, because I'll do market research and I'll say, okay, mock-ups made in Canva won't really elevate this product visually to buyers and stop the click. You get the click, you could potentially get the sale. So I want to stop the click. What would be the best mock-up for that? So you can get smart mock-ups on Etsy itself. You can also get smart mock-ups on Creative Market and places like that, but it's usually more expensive in places like Creative Market. So you can get very, very affordable mock-ups on Etsy. You can also get video mock-ups on Etsy. So they have whole bundles. They have these frames. I love these. These look so good. They have, you know, like the shadow of a plant going in front of it. So it just makes it look more realistic to the buyer. It'll stop the click. And so what does that mean? If I type in wall art, and you have a video mock-up, if people are scrolling to find wall art and it starts playing a video and it makes it look real and it makes it look really realistic, the person is most likely going to click on it because they're scrolling, and that video stops the scroll because the video is making them pay attention. It's grabbing their interest. So that's why I really love these realistic video mock-ups that you can get on Etsy, because it stops the scroll. It's very effective for getting the click. See, even just simple videos like this. So I love getting those like a video mock-up of a smart object mock-up for Photoshop from Etsy. And when you buy products like this, they give you a really good tutorial on how to use it. Very simple and easy to use. Okay, so To recap, I have this. There's awesome font bundles that you can get. There's printer mockups that you can get that are video mockups. The frame mockups I love. I love if you just want a ton of choices for listing mockups, you can get them from Etsy too. You can get also, if you want to elevate your shop banner with like pre-branded looks, you can buy these pre-done banners. They have shop logos, stuff like that. You can also get bookkeeping templates. So this would be something as an Etsy seller that you use to stay organized for filing your taxes, understanding if you're making money with your business and things like that. And you can find all of these products that I've talked about on my super awesome blog post. It's a great resource for you to find these products, to learn more about what commercial use products you can find on Etsy. And I'll put a link to that in the description for this video. This has tons of great tips and tricks on what to do. I tested out a lot of these files that I put on here and I loved them. They worked great. They're a great resource, affordable for Etsy sellers like me and you. And if you're wanting to have more tips on how to elevate your Etsy shop and different things that I do to myself personally to make the most money I can on Etsy, check out the next video.